It's why we love horror TV. I'm John Moore, and that's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, I think our patience has paid off.
Yeah, it finally happened.
It did happen. This happened more than once. Like it wasn't like an overkill of Pennywise, but it was enough. A nice dusting of Pennywise in episode 5. The title of it is the name of a street, which you talk while I look that up.
Yeah. No, the first 4 episodes of this show certainly laid the groundwork for the world we're in, and it was a lot of details and a lot of setup, and some scary moments, but a lot of CGI that was not looking that good. I think they made a wise move in this episode by making it dark. Yeah. The darker it is, the less you can really notice the CGI. And you did notice it a few times, like the fast walking and the teeth weren't exact. I couldn't imagine anybody actually being scared by that. But if you were in person, perhaps that would be scary.
Yeah, it's Neibolt Street, which is the street that the house from the It movies is on, where you can go down into the sewers through the house. And we kind of knew the military's plan, but they kind of just like lay it all out now. Like they have no bones in telling you. General Shaw wants to capture Pennywise or whatever, the entity, and utilize it as a weapon, which is we knew, but he said it this episode.
Ain't that America? Yes, commentary.
How can we do this? And then, and of course, the Native Americans are against that. But we pick up where the last episode left off, where Halloran has, Vulcan mind melded Taniel and gotten all the information. Now they know what to do. And the Native Americans are very upset with that, because they're going to blow the cover of the 13 Pillars, basically not killing Pennywise, but cordoning him into a section of town while the energy flows into the water. But they're doing the best they can. Like, this is the best they can do.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were talking about, they're like, compared to 1935 or 1908, like we're doing great here. Only 25 dead children. We're doing great. This is so much less horrific than the past. So it's like, that in and of itself is pretty disturbing. I really did like the additional backstory we get with Dick Halloran in this episode with his grandparents, which connects back to Dr. Sleep and his whole conversation with the box with Danny and Dr. Sleep, and how you create a box of all those true fears and traumas and everything else, and you contain it, because if it gets out, it's like twice as bad. Right. Like basically. So like, there's just like, I'm realizing the more you're paying attention to details, the more you're going to get out of this show for sure.
Yes.
I did notice with the opening as well. Like I watch the opening each week because I think like Game of Thrones, it's slightly changing, and the slight changes indicate things. So like, there's like an ominous like ambiance in the background of the music in the opening now if you watch it, and it's like very subtle. It's not like very obvious, and like some of the imagery is a little bit different from like even the second episode. So it's just showing it in the insidious nature of it, illustrating that. I think as much as I went into this being like, we don't need Pennywise to bring this home, we still need Pennywise to bring this home as of now, to be honest. When that reveal comes in, it takes this episode to the next level. With Maddie, like the whole angle of Maddie from the beginning is just awesome.
When Maddie showed up, I was like, no.
He was like Pet Cemetery, Maddie.
I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, he was just like, he looked, it reminded me of Pet Cemetery. It really
he looked like shit. Like he was gray. Yeah, I was like, that ain't Maddie.
Yeah, and that kid killed it. He never had his pacifier. That's why I knew.
Yeah.
I was like, and then when he's just swinging around, and then it slowly reveals it. Like, that's one of the better like reveals I can remember in a long time.
I agree.
So like again, it was dark down there, so that really helped. The whole sewer environment is just they got it nailed, and they just need to hang on to sewers a whole lot in this show, because I think it was the show at its best.
Agreed. We get a lot of movement on a lot of plot points. They try to send Veronica's father to Shawshank.
Mm-hmm.
Prison transport is derailed, probably by Pennywise. He escapes. We find out he's having an affair with Madeline Stowe's character.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's going to get lynched. I don't see this not ending in a lynching, because it's just they want, because there's even the scene when they're transporting him into the van and they try to lynch him, and they yeah.
I mean, the guy tries to shoot him. We see the shot of, I believe, was that Bill Skarsgård playing that security guard, or was that just a different security guard?
It might have been,
because the smile looked like Bill.
Yeah,
it really did.
It definitely was inspired by the smile. I'll put it that way.
If it wasn't Bill, I would like to see Bill Skarsgård pop in as like some other entities of it in that way. I think because I thought that was really effective, and then like with him getting away like that, I mean it seems like one of the only survivors from this crash as well. Yeah, and he's like trying to explain that monster was there. It's like if he gets caught and he explains that's his alibi,
he's dead. Yeah. We also get the fact that, like, for some reason, even though Lily was found with a chisel over her friend, she is not sent back to Juniper Hill again. They let her go. So that's a miracle. And now she's part of the crew too, the one-eyed girl, which her name escapes me, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And then Taniel, Rose's nephew is it, or is that Rose's?
She's nephew. Yeah.
Yeah. So Taniel ends up getting, what is this dagger exactly? Like
when the original, I guess, asteroid that was containing the being that is Pennywise crashed to Earth, it like split apart. And if you have a piece of that, it can be used as a weapon against him, which is the plot to Brightburn. But I digress.
Yeah, it's okay. Brightburn. There's a lot of movies that are a plot to Brightburn.
Yeah.
So Taniel, he's like going into the sewers. He's on his little mission. Then the military starts shooting at him and almost kills him. He drops his meteorite dagger, and it's just flowing down the sewers until, of course, it flows right in front of Lily at the end to save Lily from Pennywise. Convenient, but whatever.
Yeah, Marge is her friend.
Marge, right? Yeah, and Marge, with the one eye damage there.
And all the kids kind of get out. The only real casualties of the fight with Pennywise are soldiers. Mm-hmm. And we see that Leroy's his Italian friend, Mr. Russo, eats it. I think Leroy shoots him, right? Because
so Leroy first shoots an image of his
wife.
Wife.
Yeah.
Okay. First shoots an image of his wife. There's no one there. So when he's shooting, Leroy's like, what the hell are you doing? And he sees the body. And then later when he sees his son, he's thinking that's also an image. And he almost fucking shoots his son, and instead shoots Leroy directly in the chest, killing him. Yeah. And again, I was interested to see if he was going to have some consequences to that. And it seems like it's just like a slight interview, and nope.
No, Shaw's willing to expend whatever needs to be expended to get this. And at the end, when Halloran comes out of the sewers, we see Paulie Russo, like Maddie, as a dead body, kind of walking away. So we're not done with Captain Russo either. I'm sure.
No, but this was like the most action that this show's had so far.
No more world building this time. It was just straight up let's move this plot along, which I'm fine. I'm so happy they did it.
Yeah,
we're both getting fed up.
I think at the end of the day, 4 episodes is a lot of it, but I think now we're into the story. I'm sold. I'm in. So I was waiting for the episode. I've been talking about it for 4 weeks now. People are probably like, "Oh my god, why are these people covering this show? Do they even like it?" Yes, I do like it now. I am all the way in on this show. It's made me want to go back, piece together some of the details. It also is making me look at Dr. Sleep. I'm looking, at The Shining, and it is starting to feel more organically involved with one another.
There's a ton of Easter eggs if you really are paying attention, for sure. We can't take that away from.
So there's a lot of love in this show. I now has my trust, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the rest of the season goes as these kids go down.
Let's rate it. I'll go first. Is this a perfect episode? No, but it's since we're out as a string of rating this like 3, 3, 3, 3. I'm willing to go up to a 4, maybe higher on a rewatch, but 4 definitely. Pennywise reveal handled well, like everything moving forward the way it is, and there's definitely room to do more. So I'm comfortable with a 4 here.
Yeah, I'm along the same lines. I got it at a 4, mostly because I really hope this isn't the best episode of the season. Because if it is, then I'm a little bit bummed because this feels like it feels like we're at the upward trajectory now. And it feels like this is the beginning of like plateauing to 2 or 3 really solid episodes before probably a terrible finale like most shows have. But the penultimate will be awesome. That's my prediction right now. But right now we're at a 4 and I'm more optimistic than I've ever been about this show. So there you go.
Sounds good. Hey, if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. You can check out our Letterboxd challenge here. New one coming in a few weeks. We'll save the surprises. Drop that back. Until next time, I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. This has been Why We Love Horror TV. Here comes the rest of the schedule.